Being a business owner has turned me into a master problem solver, and our printer has been down for 2 weeks as of today. So here is how I have been dealing with that problem. So initially it went out 2 weeks ago and we thought it was only going to be out for a few days. So at that point I wasn't super worried. I did have a few wholesale orders that were going to be affected and then a couple of Etsy orders as well. So I just sent off a message to those customers letting them know there would be a small delay, and then I set the ship dates to what I thought would be the worst case scenario of the following Friday. On those Etsy orders, I did refund the shipping back to those customers, and then I also offered a full refund if they wanted that or a swap to a different design. So the tech came at the beginning of last week only to discover that a part needed to be replaced. By the time it came in and he was able to get back here, it was Friday, which was when I set the ship date on those orders, and he wasn't able to finish the repair that day, but he said he would be back on Monday. So I sent off another message to those customers, just letting them know, hey, the repair didn't go as planned, but it should be good to go on Monday. And at that point, there had also been some other orders come through on my website of things that we couldn't fulfill. For those, I either just put them on hold in our shipping platform, knowing that it would hopefully still ship within the stated processing times, or I split ship in cases where we had some of the items but not some of the others. So the tech came this past Monday to finish that repair and everything was looking good. It got up and running. I was able to print a few things, and then disaster struck literally an hour later and we got the exact same error code that originally knocked the printer out in the first place. Basically, there's like a larger issue going on that looked like it was a smaller issue, so more parts had to be ordered. Those parts are on back order for at least a couple of days. But on Monday, at that point, I was like, okay, these orders have been sitting too long. And I sent off an email to the print shop I used to work with. And I asked them if we brought the paper, if they could do a few small print jobs for me, just so I could knock out those open orders. And they got those small jobs done for me. So I have now been able to ship out all of the customer orders that were on hold because of this issue. And they're getting the printing done for the wholesale orders as we speak. So things are on their way to being resolved on that side of things, but there's no clear resolution on the printer half of things. My hopes are on the floor at this point. I've had several good cries over this issue because it's just a huge bummer, because the revenue that we are losing from this is really about to start hurting. I have learned a lot from this, and I just rolling with the punches at this point. I also feel proud of myself for just knowing how to problem solve. It's just something you gotta learn. And yeah, so keep your fingers crossed for us that the printer gets fixed soon.